children, welcome to another class. I hope we are all doing perfectly fine. In our last class, we talked about textile design, we talked about the different areas in textile design, we talked about the materials used and the different repeat pattern we have in textile design. In our today's class, we are going to be looking at the terminologies in three-dimensional art. Remember what three-dimensional art is? It's all about sculpture and paintings, that is, works that have 3D designs that have depths and big sizes. First, we're going to talk about terracotta art. Terracotta is a type of fired clay, typically of a brownish red color and unglazed, used as an ornament building. We have sculpture. In arts of making two or three-dimensional representation or abstract forms, especially by carving stone or wood or by casting metal or plaster. We have green ware. Green ware are ceramics ware, unfired, or they are unfired ceramic wares. That is, they look unfired, unfinished. That is how they look. Also, we have what we call leather art. Remember, we treated all these terms in our second term. Leather art is a state where ceramics or ceramic wares are partially dried. That is, unfinished, partially dried. They become strong when they are dried. Also, we have what we call maquet. Maquet is a model for a larger piece of sculpture created in order to visualize how it might look and how to work out approaches and materials for how it might be made. It's going to give you a visualized aspect of what you are going to do. We also have relief, a sculptural work done on a flat surface raised from a surface. There are two types of relief. They are the low and the high relief sculpture. We treated these two in our second term. We have what we call bas relief. Bas relief is a sculpture technique in which figures or other design elements are just barely more prominent than the overall flat background. Sculpture in which figures project only slightly from a background, as on a coin, as known as low relief sculpture, the way we have it on our coin. Also, we have what we call installation. In installation, it is an artistic genre of three-dimensional work that are often site-specific and designed to transform the perception of a space. Installation of artworks often occupy an entire room or gallery space that the spectator has to walk through in order to engage fully with the work of art. Also, we have what we call amateur. We treated these two in our second term. We said amateur is a wooden or metal skeletal framework over which modeling is done. It's like the stand that makes a sculptural work or piece stand. We have amorphous. An amorphous form is a shapeless form having little to no defined sculptural order. Amorphous art might refer to artworks that lack definite shape or form, or pieces that seem intangible. That is, they have no shape. Also, we have what we call carving. Carving involves cutting or chipping away a shape from a mass or stone, wood, or other hard materials. Carving is a subtractive process whereby material is systematically eliminated from the outside in. We have what we call wood carving, stone carving, and so on. Also, we have what we call casting. Sculptures that are cast are made from a material that is melted down, usually a metal, that is then poured into a mold. The mold is allowed to cool, thereby hardening the metal, usually bronze. Casting is an additive process in sculpture. We have what we call ceramics. A ceramic is any of the various hard, brittle, heat resistant and corrosive resistant materials made by shaping and then firing an inorganic non-metallic material such as clay at a high temperature. Common examples are earthenwares, porcelain, and brick, ceramic plates, and so on. Next, we have what we call modeling. Modeling is an additive process. This means a soft material is worked by an artist to build a shape or form rather than scraping or material away, as in carving. Also, unlike carving, soft materials such as clay and wax can be changed and reworked. Also, we have what we call glaze. Glaze is a shining finishing in a poultry-fired wok at a very high temperature. Remember, we also treated glaze in our second term. We said it is a shining finishing in a poultry-fired wok. We also have what we call bust. Bust is a sculptural piece of a person from the head to the chest region. It is a sculptural piece of a person from the head, chest region. Unlike profile, profile is a side view of a figure either in portrait or full image. Also, we have what we call biscuit firing. It is the first firing to which a poultry is subjected to. The first process of firing to which a poultry is subjected to. Also, we have serpentine. We treated to these two last time. We said it is a technique of lost wax casting. It is a technique used by the Benins in the art bronze casting. We also have what we call bronze. Bronze, an alloy of copper and tin, sometimes containing small proportion of other elements such as zinc or phosphorus. It is stronger, harder, and more durable than brass, and has been used most extensively since artworks for cast sculptures. Also, we have what we call earthenware. Ceramic ware, usually coax, reddish in color, fired in the lowest temperature ranges, used for domestic ware, glazed or unglazed. Also, we have what we call firing. Firing is the heating of pottery or sculpture in a kiln or open fire to bring the clay to maturity. The temperature needed to mature the clay varies with the type of body used. Also, heating glazed ware to be the necessary point to cause the clay mature. Also, we have what we call abstract. Not realistic though. The intention is often based on an actual subject, place, or feeling. Pure abstraction can be interpreted as any art in which the depiction of real objects has been entirely discarded and whose aesthetic content is expressed in a formal pattern or sculpture of shapes, line, and color. And lastly, we have what we call coiling. It is a method of forming pottery or sculpture from rolls of clay that are smoothed together to form the sides of a jar or a pot. So, Today, we have learnt about the different terminologies in three-dimensional art. We talked about firing, glaze, bust, profile, abstract, amateur, greenware, earthenware, and so on. It's so nice having you in our class today. See you in our next class. Bye.